affirmations because I have been writing this post this morning about I choose love, I choose trust, I choose peace, I choose ease, right? And I wanted to talk to you about this because when I first got into this whole work, I thought they are like just affirmations, right? Like you read them from someone else in a book and you just say them and then whatever. Life changes for the better in magical ways, right? And while that is true, there's also a deeper, like there's a lot more to this. So when we work with affirmations, there's a two-way street, right? First, let's say, for example, when I was new to this, right? I read this book and there's like, I love and approve of myself. I used to read Louise Hay. Who hasn't? So many people have. If you haven't, highly recommend Louise Hay. I read the book You Can Heal Your Life, and one of the affirmations was I love and approve of myself. Now, I used to write that down, so it doesn't matter where you start, it matters that you start, right? So affirmations in that sense work if you use them, and let's say there is a belief where you don't love yourself, that stuff will come up. Just like I explained with other exercises that I don't want to get into, that are in my book, and it is coming out, so please stay tuned. I'm working on it. I'm so excited. So let's say I feel unworthy of love, for example, right? I don't love myself. Like I hate myself. I constantly beat myself up. I'm not good enough. I suck at life. Right? And then I write this affirmation of I love and approve of myself. I think, oh, that feels. Just the feeling inside your body feels totally different to you beating yourself up, not believing in yourself, doubting yourself constantly, all that kind of stuff, right? So from that sense, you can take affirmations and use them to work with them. And then there's also another way where you dive in. For example, you have that dream that you want to move towards, or you have stuff come up sitting in your soul that's constantly making you achy and itchy, and you don't know what's going on. It's like so many feelings, it's uncomfortable, and you dive in and you feel those feelings. Let's say there's a disbelief for love, or there is I don't know, could even be the feeling of torture, or it could be I don't trust money, or I don't trust life, or something like that, right? And that little belief riddles itself out through all areas of your life. Like don't believe just because you don't trust money, or you have a belief around money that it's just about money, because that belief can also be around partners, relationships, life in general. Then it comes to not trusting yourself and being able to handle yourself with money, right? Being able to hold it. There's like a deep mistrust within yourself that's going on. So if you then dive into that and you expand and feel and like, okay, so what do we choose now to believe instead, right? For example, I love money. I choose to trust myself with money. I choose to trust myself, full stop, right? And then you get to choose to trust yourself in all areas of life, whether it be choosing a partner, where you want to live, your next holiday, what to do with your life, how to wear your hair, right? What to respond and where to set boundaries in your life, all of that kind of stuff, right? I choose to trust myself. So now I choose to trust myself is already an affirmation, but this time it came from within, as in like you dropped into how you felt, you expanded it all out, and then you change the thought that caused you to feel that way. So if you now check in on the original thought of I don't trust myself around money, or I don't trust money, or I don't trust myself in general, right? I don't trust myself. And then feel into your body how that feels when you say that. I don't trust myself. Now, because straight away I get this like really feeling in my solar plexus, right? It's like, oh my goodness, that doesn't feel good at all. Now when I change that to that you want to let that out and feel that, right? And then if you change it to I trust myself fully, let's just feel into how that feels. That feels so much better, right? So I trust myself fully is like you're open, you expand, and you trust. It actually makes you happy. You say, of course I'm trusting myself. I'm capable of this. I trust myself, and probably have your all these other parts of you guys like, yay, she's trusting herself, right? trusting ourselves. Nothing better than trusting yourself. Oh, goodness me. So how that feels inside your body is a whole different story, right? To the other thought. So affirmation. So I think that I feel like the message I'm trying to get at is that affirmations, when I first got into them, feel like this little bit of peace that you just continuously like repeat over and over and over and over and over in your mind to get a certain direction, to change, but also to change your feelings and the way you feel. And with that, then change your experiences in life, right? And what you feel inside, which is usually personally why I do what I do, because I just want to feel better internally, right? So, not just actually. And let me continue on that. Because there's more to it. It's like a whole belief that we actually change. So it's not just an affirmation that we read from someone else and tag on. We actually then rewire our brain to tag that on and believe that and really then live that, and it becomes normal. So it's not just something we just lightly say and then forget. If you continuously and consistently work with affirmations, they become the way you think, the way you feel, and what you live in your life. Hence why things like TV, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but why things like TV, news, and constant exposure to terror, constant exposure to bad news, constant exposure to negativity, constant exposure to even abuse. And it was really fabulous actually how my mentor made me aware of that even if it's just a little bit, right? Someone just like criticizes you once, but then criticizes you again, and then criticizes you again. And it may not be, it's like this little thing of today at the beginning, right? You'd be like, whatever. But if that keeps continuing all along, it becomes your normal. And your normal becomes constant criticize or constant abuse or whatever it is all along, and it becomes normal, and that's what you then perceive as love, as normal, as that's what reality is. Unless, of course, you choose to change that and say, look, actually, I do not want to feel this now. I don't want to feel this abuse. I don't deserve this. I want to feel better about myself. I choose love. I choose myself. I choose to be empowered. I choose to create the way I feel. Right? And this is saying no to constant criticism, abuse, constant put downs, constant, or when someone treats you like children, right? Because of patronizing, that kind of thing. So again, when I talked about the TV, so if you are constantly exposed to these news, constant bombing, constant war, constant chaos news, this is how you start to feel and think. And if you do that, and how often are the news on, right? On TV, constantly, like at least once an hour. I don't know, I don't have a TV. I don't know how frequently it is here in Australia. It's very frequent in Germany. I just assume it's like at least, let's say it's at least once an hour, right? On the radio in Germany, it's been even every 15 minutes some sort of news. Every 15 minutes. Now, if you are exposed to that 24 hours a day, and it's constantly negative and chaotic, your brain functions on that. It's like, oh, chaos is normal now. Oh, someone is going to die. Oh, there's exposed. Oh, people got manipulated again. Oh, there's war out there. And your whole frequency is like, oh, heavy, right? If you switch that off and just being with yourself and actually looking around the world, and you'll be like, oh, wow, the sun is shining so beautiful. Your soul automatically recognizes beauty and peace and joy. That's your natural state, right? Abundance, expansion and stuff. So if you then change the external influences and are in the world, like be your being, right? You can actually restore happiness. You can restore that joy, the love, that abundance and all of that, just simply by exposing yourself to a different environment, by choosing to turn that off and being exposed to the beauty of nature. And just that. They said 20 minutes sitting in nature changes your frequency and your energy entirely, like restoring it. 20 minutes is not much at all. So, that's what I wanted to say. Take that in. I kind of feel like saying about the 20 minutes, Well, if you don't have 20 minutes, sit in nature for an hour, right? It is what it is. We gotta just make time. Everything else is just a story in your mind. I can't do this. My children are too full on. I don't have time. My husband is not supportive. I don't have a husband. I don't have a family. Choose. I choose to make time. I choose to sit in nature. I choose myself. I choose to create my dreams. If you keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over in your mind while trying to create another outcome in your life, it's not going to work. You have to get these two in alignment. And that means the way you feel, like this is how I understand and teach it, right? The way you think is the way you feel, and your feelings are also connected with your thoughts. So if you detect a thought that says that's devaluing you, for example, or a feeling that says like, I can't do this, I'm not worthy, I'm like, okay, where's your thought in this? Like, what are you telling yourself right now? And you can just nip it off the butt and choose a different thought, a different affirmation. So, and that's why I like to work with people one-on-one, or in general, I could be in groups as well, but individually, because different people have different thoughts. And if we work with where you are at and how you think and feel, and then change it to your unique belief, which is then your unique affirmation, then you have the experience you desire to create, right? If I tell you like, oh, just tell yourself I am love, I am love, I am love, or whatever, this may not exactly hit the point on where you're at and how you feel and what you want to create. Maybe there's something often like, as love, I am at peace, or I consciously choose love, or I choose to create love, or whatever it is, right? That may be like a different twist that gets you into the frequency and onto the path that you want to head towards, right? And it's your unique, beautiful soul that comes up with that unique belief and affirmation that then gets you into the right position. So I wanted to share that with you because it's very powerful to work with affirmations. Yes, you can definitely use them and go from there and work with what comes up for you, because this is like how it first happened with Louise Hay, right? You stand in front of the mirror and you do this exercise like, I love you, Christine, and then all that stuff comes out like, no you don't, like look at you, like you can't get anything right now, like all this stuff comes up, right? And then you keep working on it, and I was like, oh, I'm lovable, I feel loved, I am at peace with loving myself, I'm committed to myself, like, right? There goes like a lot more than that comes up that you get to cultivate within from that. And at the same time, if you want to choose the different way, whatever way, as I said earlier, doesn't matter where you start, matters that you start. Let's say like, oh, I constantly feel crappy, I constantly feel like shit, I constantly feel down, I constantly am exposed to someone else's negativity and drama, and me, I can't hear it anymore, I want to feel differently. Then you go from like, okay, how do I feel? Oh, maybe it is because I'm telling myself that yes, it's okay, when actually no, it's not. It's like, no, thank you, I choose to believe in myself, I choose to take back my power, I am powerful, or I am worthy, whatever of, whatever it is, that the opposite of what you don't want to attract. So use positivity and do affirmations. Not like, I am not ugly. Instead you say, I am beautiful, right? So choose the positivity, choose the positive thing. The universe doesn't get the knot. I haven't quite figured out the depths of that one yet. I think I have in some way, but I forgot. If I figure it out again, I'll come back and tell you why. But yeah, you want beauty. That's why also when you quit smoking works when you say I'm smoke free rather than I don't smoke anymore. And you can feel that I don't smoke anymore. It has this like really blah. I'm smoke free. This is strong. This is a direction, right? Smoke free. It's like if I'm not ugly. I'm beautiful. If you feel into the feeling of the words, it feels differently, and that's also where the hack is, right? How does it feel in your body? How does it feel? How does it make you feel? It's also what it is when they talk about raising frequencies, like, you know, ugly, drama, chaos, me. This is not sustainable, being in chaos and drama all the time. That's why people get cancer and then they die and right? It's just, that's toxic. If you then choose love and peace and all the things, it's really, really strong. It's clear. This is where things can grow. It's like you have nurturing, clean, you know, rich soil to grow in. So, hence why I know I always say shit is excellent fertilizer, but too much shit can also kill a plant. So, you don't have to put up with everybody else's shit, right? Just let me drop that truth bomb right there. All right. Oh, my unicorn fell asleep. That's so cute. I have to send you a picture in a second. Oh, it went for a nap on my couch. As the blanket on top. That's so sweet. Okay, anyways, I hope that makes sense to you guys, right? Affirmations can become our beliefs as well. Again, if we choose to, if we reaffirm them, if we consciously make the choice and the effort to go there and take that on board and work with that. So, what do you choose to believe today? If you need any help on getting clear, needing guidance and direction on what kind of belief and thought and emotion you want to change to get to your goal, please send me a message, because your oracle card readings are available for you right now. I do have my free Magenta Goddess group open as well if you're interested in that. Other than that, I shall see you soon for random live readings here on my page and more videos in the future. And until then, you guys, I shall see you soon. Lots of love. Bye bye.